Breaking news tonight as we are looking live at the U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C., where in just a matter of an hour, the federal government will soon shut down. The Senate adjourned just after 8:30 tonight without extending government funding, meaning a shutdown is certain right after midnight.
And this will be the first government shutdown since 2018. And tonight, Senate Democrats blocked the Republican plan to temporarily keep the government open through November 21st. Republicans said that they would not negotiate, leaving Congress at a standstill. So right after the vote, Senate leaders from both sides spoke out.
Democrats may have chosen to shut down the government tonight, but we can reopen it tomorrow. All it takes is a handful of Democrats to join Republicans to pass the clean, nonpartisan funding bill that's in front of us.
So we see now Republicans are plunging America into a shutdown. They've got to sit down and negotiate with Democrats to come to a bill that both parties can support.
So the impact of the government shutdown could impact families and businesses all across Georgia immediately.
Let's get you live now to 11 Alive's Cody Alcorn in Atlanta with what this could mean here at home, Cody.
Jennifer and Ron, a lot of finger pointing up in D.C. as you just heard, but the impacts land right here at home, from federal workers to students on Georgia's college campuses. The fallout will be felt if this shutdown drags on. On Tuesday night, Senate Democrats blocked a Republican bill to keep the government open. The vote 55-45 short of the 60 votes needed. Health care is at the center of this fight. Democrats wanting to extend federal subsidies that expire at the end of the year. Republicans say that demand is holding up a deal. President Trump blaming Democrats.
We don't want it to shut down because we have the greatest period of time ever. I told you, we have $17 trillion being invested, so the last person that wants it shut down is us. Now, with that being said, we can do things during the shutdown that are irreversible, that are bad for them and irreversible by them, like cutting vast numbers of people out, cutting things that they like, cutting programs that they like.
Later, when asked how many layoffs,
well, we made you a lot, and that's only because of the Democrats. And as you know, they wanted to be able to take care of people that have come into our country illegally, and no system can handle that.
In Georgia, the impact could be swift. More than 111,000 federal workers live in the state. If the shutdown begins, many essential workers will work without pay. That includes TSA agents, correctional officers, and members of the military. It also stretches into Georgia's colleges. Georgia Tech gets more than $100 million a month in federal research funding. Leaders say a short-term disruption they can handle, but a longer shutdown could force hiring freezes and travel restrictions. Emory University says financial aid for the semester is safe, but delays could come for students applying for next year, especially if paperwork is stuck at closed federal agencies. And at the University of Georgia, leaders say state dollars keep them stable for now, but students in federal work-study programs could see interruptions. Representative Buddy Carter of Savannah says he doesn't think a shutdown is the right move.
I am not willing to shut the government down in order to negotiate on health care.
But Atlanta Congresswoman Nikema Williams says Republicans own the crisis.
Republicans control the House, they control the Senate and the White House. This shutdown, if it happens at midnight tonight, lays squarely at the feet of the Republicans.
So once the shutdown does go into effect after midnight, federal programs and sites across Georgia will either close or they will have to cut back on employees. Live in Atlanta, Cody Alcorn, 11 Alive News.
All right, Cody, thanks a lot. We're going to take you to New York City right now, where we've just learned the Statue of Liberty in Ellis Island will be shut down tomorrow because of the shutdown. So this is a live look, a bird's eye view. This is coming from the Statue of Liberty Crown Cam, courtesy of EarthCam. The governor of New York says that unlike past shutdowns, there will not be state funding to keep Liberty and Ellis Island open. Senators will return back to work tomorrow morning. Now, Senate Majority Leader John Thune says that he's hoping that enough Democrats will change their votes to reopen the government soon. The House is not in session this week.